Guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today in this video, we're going to talk about Tater.to. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It's Tarot.to, Tater tot. Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and talk about Tater.to and how they're able to leverage your yield farming gains, man. It is a game changer in my opinion. It is fire sauce. But we're going to go ahead and explain to you guys how they are changing the game and able to allow you to leverage up, let's say $100, $200, and turn that into like $500, $600, $700 to earn interest on. It's massive. Just take a look at these yields. They're able to turn, let's just tell you the traditional or regular APR. So say for example, if you look down here, you have an APR of 112. They're able to turn it into 344%, or even something like 233% APR. They're able to more than double that with leverage yield farming. And that's only 3x. Some of these farms you can go up to 6, 7x, but yes, it's more risky. We'll explain to you guys how to do it. It is a little more complex protocol, so this is not for the DeFi newbie, but it is some really cool concepts. So whether you're a noob or you're old and used to DeFi, then, well, you still want to stay tuned, because you either want to learn about this stuff to know how to use it, or learn about this stuff to know what you need to learn how to do. But first off, guys, I'm going to explain a couple things on this protocol, and I'm going to explain a couple numbers. I'm going to talk to you guys about the tokenomics and basically just a full breakdown. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of my face, so peace out. So the first thing you guys need to know is right here. So you have two sides. You have the total supply of the Phantom token and the total supply of the Tarot token. And this is similar to Alpha Finance and Impermamax. It's similar to those two protocols, except the difference is they do separate vaults. So you have a Phantom Tarot vault, Phantom Tarot vault here on Spirit Swap, Spooky Swap, and you have a Phantom Boo. By the way, guys, if you haven't noticed already, this is on the Phantom blockchain. So it's, well, actually, I guess you can say Phantom DAG, because it's a DAG. It's not a blockchain. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and explain these numbers. So on this supply side, this is the total amount that is supplied. This is the total amount that is borrowed. So whenever this borrowed amount is the same as this total supply, that means anything you lend in this protocol is unable to be withdrawn. So that's something to keep in mind if you guys are depositing your funds into these pools. If it's at 100% utilization rate, you basically aren't going to be able to pull out those funds until it gets below a certain rate. And the way they do that is they increase the supply APRs on both sides, because it incentivizes people to deposit funds into there because they can get a juicy interest rate. I mean, dude, who doesn't want 84% interest on Phantom or 78% interest on USD? This is literally just like depositing into Aave, except you're lending the token out. So these do fluctuate from time to time. So as more people are using this protocol, it's going to basically increase the APRs, because more people are going to be leveraging the pants out of this junk. So as you guys can see, the total supplied is, 4 million. The total borrowed is, 3 million. 3.3 million. So you guys can see borrowing is pretty hefty right now compared to the amount supplied. Now, you guys understand those. You have the total supply, the total borrowed. Now, what are the other numbers? We already explained utilization. This is supply APR. So this is the total rate you're going to be getting APR. So this is not APY. So it's not auto compounded. This is the rate if you were to just let the token stock up in your wallet without auto compounding. But what kind of farmer doesn't auto compound his gains? Well, that's a lazy farmer. We aren't lazy farmers here. So we definitely like to use some different auto compounders like Beefy Finance and whatnot, but they have this built into the protocol, especially when you're doing the leverage yield farming. They have this bounty. So basically what happens is any and everyone can reinvest at any time, and they will get this bounty for paying the gas fee for everyone else. So it's a win-win. You get a bonus, they get theirs auto compounded, and you guys say, let's call it a day, baby. Let's explain the last part. You have the borrow APR. This is the cost you're going to pay to borrow the token. So if I wanted to borrow some Phantom tokens, I'm going to have to pay 149% interest. That is pretty redonkulous. Why is it so high? Well, it's because these people are leveraging the mess out of it. In order for them to lever, they're fine paying that borrow amount, because that borrow amount, a big portion of it goes to pay the suppliers so people can lever up. I mean, where else can you go to get 1,700% on Phantom and Taro tokens, or Tarot, or even better yet, we're going to get 342% on Phantom and Boo. The farming APR right now, just traditionally, is 112%. If you guys think that's crazy, let me show you guys a crazy pool. Look at this. A like pair, Phantom and Bitcoin. This sucker is able to do at 1,300%. Are you serious? Where can you get 1,300% on your Phantom and Bitcoin? We're not talking about like a Ponzi farming coin. We're actually talking about 1,300% on Phantom and Bitcoin. Look at this. 1,300% on Phantom and Ethereum. That's crazy, dude. And those are somewhat like pairs. I'm not saying they are like pairs, but still, just so you guys can understand. Oh, wait. No way. 100 or 1,800% in Phantom and Bitcoin over here. That's crazy. But anyways, now you guys understand those terms. Now we're going to go ahead and open up a pool so we can see what we're talking about now. So now we already explained all these different terms. Now we're seeing, okay, well, that's great and all, Johnny. How do I get these awesome interest rates? Well, you're going to need to lever up. This little button right here is where you're going to need to lever. So you need to get these LP tokens. You can get them in the farm wherever they're at. So say, for example, if they're on Spooky Swap, you got to go to Spooky Swap. So this one's on Spooky Swap. You're literally going to go over to Spooky Swap and pool the tokens together. So you'll do like one pair on the left, one on the right, just like on Uniswap. Let me go ahead and show you guys, because you guys are probably like, what the pants is wrong with this guy? He's saying one on the left and one on the right. And I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle. What are you talking about? This is how you do it. You hit the button that says add liquidity and you say, hey, I want to do one Phantom token and let's do one ETH. And you do one ETH. And then it's like, ah, snap. Okay, this is how I pool it. And you pool them together and now you have your tokens. So now you bring these tokens that are going to be in your wallet and you come over to Tarot.to and you deposit the tokens in here. Once you deposit the tokens, now you can leverage. So first you need to deposit the tokens to leverage. Why do you have to deposit them first? Well, this is how they're leveraging this. The LP tokens you deposit, they're considering those as collateral. So you can borrow some Phantom and Tarot tokens. So once you get these Tarot and Phantom tokens, you deposit them again with the LP, or actually it'll automatically do it for you. Just telling you. That's what's so cool about this protocol. And you can change how much leverage you want. So you can do like 3x, 4x, 5x. It's up to 6.3x, I believe. But there's one thing you need to keep in mind. You'll have a liquidation price. It'll say like a different price range. So it'll say like from 9.33 to 22.33 or whatever it is. It's basically meaning the leverage position that you're holding will be liquidated if this many Tarot tokens are into one Phantom. So like if it says 13.3 tokens is going to be the liquidation, that means for every one Phantom, 13.3 Tarot tokens have to be in there. What that means is for every one Phantom, there must be at least 13.31 Tarot tokens, because, well, if it goes below that or at it, you're going to be liquidated. It'll sell off a portion of the position you have, or actually, since you're leveraging it, it may just close out the whole position. I haven't been liquidated on this platform before. I'm actually not using the LPs right now, but I am depositing into the the supply section because it's pretty interesting. And I'm using a couple of other protocols to take advantage of the interest rates. Kind of a quick TLDR, what's a cool trick you can do is you can go over to Aave on Polygon, borrow some assets over there for a super cheap rate, and bring them over here and earn a juicy reward. It's pretty cool. But keep in mind, the assets you borrow over on Matic, these APRs are not always going to be the same. They will change from time to time. I just wanted to give you guys an idea so you can open up your brain and get some concepts and ideas. So this TWAP price is basically saying this is what the price of Tarot is. So for every one Phantom, there's 1.25 Tarot tokens paired to it. So this is your TWAP price you're going to be looking for. And then obviously you can price it in the Tarot token. So obviously for every 0.7997 Phantom, there is 1 Tarot token. So that's how you can factor that in. And it'll show your liquidation prices so it's easier to see. We'll be able to see your positions up here on the dashboard. But when you need to claim your rewards, you go to farm. This is where you can claim your Tarot.to tokens. These Tarot.to tokens, you can go ahead and compound them back into any of these markets by pairing them with a pair that they have in here. So for example, Phantom or Phantom or yeah, just Phantom right now. So you can just do Phantom right now. Now let me give you a couple of things you guys need to know when you're farming here. Here are the breakdowns of the different pools. Obviously, this is going to be the pool with the most incentives in it is the Phantom Tarot. Why is this important to know? Well, if you're depositing into one of these pools just because it has the same APR, well, it's not going to be the same because this is like a 5x pool and this is just a 1x pool. Everything's relative, obviously. But what that means is like if there's 100,000 in liquidity here and 200,000 or 100,000 in TVL in here and 200,000 in TVL in here, these rewards are actually going to be better even though there's more people in there because there's more tokens going in there. That's just how you guys can factor that out and understand that. Next, you guys need to understand the risks. Obviously is borrowing. If you borrow, well, you can get liquidated, especially with leverage yield farming. What does liquidated mean? It means game over. Next is lending. When you're lending out the tokens, there is a couple of risks, but the main ones you need to know are first, smart contract risks. Second is, well, you may not be able to withdraw it when it's at 100%. And another thing is, well, loan can end up under collateralized if they are not repaid. So implying a loss to lenders. So if you're lending out your coins and it's unable to pay it, it will be under collateralized and it cannot be paid back. So good thing is that they are separate vaults. So you are not at risk to the other vaults. However, it's also a bad thing because, well, the risk isn't spread. It's into one vault specifically. So it's both a win-win / win-lose. So something to keep in mind. And then obviously you can have some like scam pairs that come out because, well, this is a open source protocol and people can make their own tokens. And so any and everyone can launch their own pools. So it's something to keep in mind as well. You could be farming some junk coins or trash coins and it may not be a good thing. What is this Tarot.to token? Well, Tarot.to is the governance token. It basically is able to shape the future of Tarot.to. And I'm sure they'll have some other use cases in the future if this tries to shape up and be like a bigger coin than just a farming coin. A good example is Alpha Finance. Alpha Finance basically built its whole ecosystem around the token, and they even airdrop on their launch pad. So on Alpha Finance, any tokens, if you're staking your tokens there, first off, you can earn interest on it for staking rewards. Second is you also get airdropped any of the tokens that launch on the launch pad. So it's something to keep in mind as well. And of course, you guys have fees here. You don't have any fees for lending, but you do have a 0.1% fee whenever you want to borrow. Something to keep in mind as well. Leveraging is borrowing, guys. That's the same thing. And you have protocol fees. So a portion of the fees, about 20% and ranging from 0 to 20, is paid by borrowers to lenders, which is something you need to understand, especially if you're borrowing. So if you guys are lending coins, it's free for you. Have fun. If you're borrowing, that's where the pay comes in. Highly recommend you guys look into the white paper or the docs, I guess you can say, to learn more about how this protocol works. Anyways, guys, happy tater-totting. Have fun. Stay safe. Don't get liquidated. And let's leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 17, verses 4. A wicked person listens to deceitful lips. A liar pays attention to a destructive tongue. All I can say is don't be that guy. Dogs, gotta say thanks to the patrons. Sean Bott, Da Man, Tariq Liu, TL King, JP, PJ, Bernito, Taco Nacho, Matthias, Matt There Is, DMC Codes. Isn't that a band? Dogs, thanks for watching. Alright guys, if you want to catch me on TikTok, I do daily wisdom one-liners and let you guys see the pets and behind the scenes junk. So here it is. Scan it. Check it out. Bomb. Alright, so next off, guys, if you guys want to support the channel and get paid to do it, you guys can check out Celsius. Celsius is fire, dude. So what's so cool about Celsius is, guys, first off, you can get $40 in free BTC using my referral link in the description below. Just deposit $100. Add in the code BTC50. You will also get an additional $50 if you deposit $400, guys. It's free BTC. Next is Voyager, guys. I also got a referral link in the description below. Instead of just only getting $25, you'll get $25 and some free VGX tokens, guys. Next is BlockFi. BlockFi is part of the quadruple threat. Go ahead and make a deposit. Use this referral link in the description below. You get $100. Depending on how much you deposit, you can get all the way up to, guess how much? $250. All right, so what the pants is Celsius and BlockFi for? Well, you can use both of those as like your bank. They get some pretty nice juicy yields. And Voyager is more so like trading, and it gets some juicy yields as well. And the last one to try is Crypto.com, guys. You can trade some like smaller altcoins, and you guys will get $25 in CRO once you guys get the Visa card. Why do I like the Visa card? Well, you can sell crypto and buy some junk with it, so I can buy a sandwich with my crypto. I don't use BTC, but I'll use like stable coins and junk. So anyways, if you guys want to support the channel, that's the quadruple threat. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You'll get paid to do it.